Hi, Humanizer. Did you know there are three powerful pillars that shape everything about our work experience? The mindset we bring, the way we connect, and the culture we shape. Stay with me and I'll show you how each one makes or breaks performance. Because the truth is that some days work just flow, but other days, and when it wobbles, it's tempted to point a finger. But often, it's not one thing, it's a mix. And that mix is what these three pillars are quietly shaping every single day. Let's start with the first pillar, the mindset we bring. Before we speak, decide, or act, there is a mindset behind it all. It is shaped by the belief that we hold and the self-awareness that we practice or don't. This pillar is about how we arrive in the room, the tone that we carry, the way we choose to see what is in front of us. You see, the real change doesn't start with them. Start with us, with how we think, how we pause and reflect, how to respond what is around us. As humanizers, this means showing up with humility, with curiosity and integrity. It is less about looking perfect and polished, and it's more about showing up with intention. Because performance doesn't begin with strategy or KPIs. Performance begins with how we individually show up. And that's the heartbeat of this first pillar. Now, let's move on to the second pillar, the way we connect. This is where culture is felt the most, in how we listen, how we speak, and how we include and build trust. It is in the tone we use, the timing of our words, the care we show in the small moments. Every meeting, every message, every moment of tension or trust, they all leave a mark. And here's something that we don't say enough. Connection is not a soft skill. It is a vital skill. It is what keeps teams resilient, honest, and open when things get tough. Because without psychological safety, there is no learning. Without trust, there is no progress, and there is not real performance. As humanizers, we know this pillar is at the center of culture because the quality of our relationship is the quality of our culture. And that's what makes or breaks a team. And finally, the third pillar, the culture we shape. Culture is not what we say, it's what we do, what we repeat, and what we allow. It shows up in the behaviors that we reinforce, the system we challenge, and the spaces that we create for people to thrive. It is in how decisions get made, and how well-being is supported, and how we hold each other accountable. And this is something that is very much out there. Culture is not a vibe, it's a system. It's not a slogan on the wall. It's a daily pattern that tells people, hey, this is how we do things in here. As humanizers, this pillar asks us to be intentional, to design rituals, yes, team rituals that matters, and create structures where people can perform, grow, and feel that they belong. Because strong cultures don't just happen, they are shaped every day, but why we choose to repeat, to reward, and to protect. So when we zoom out, we see the three pillars of the humanizing our workplaces framework. The mindset we bring, the way we connect, and the culture we shape. Together, they give us a lens to make sense of work, turning noise into clarity, silos into teamwork, and team efforts into real performance. But here's the thing, pillars alone are just structure. On their own, they are just a line on a paper. What makes them real are the principles inside them. 12 practical human commitments that shape how we think, how we connect, and how we design cultures every day. That's where we're going next. In my next video, I'll share those principles with you and show you how they turn the humanizing our workplaces framework into something you can actually live at work. Because this is not about theory or slogan. It is actually about creating workplaces where people don't just perform, but belong, grow, and thrive. So next time works feel a little bit, zoom out. Ask yourself, is it the mindset, the connection, or the culture that needs our attention? And that is the first step towards humanizing our workplaces.